The brain, the most important part of our body. Without it, we would not be able to do anything. The brain controls each and every activity of our body, from waking up to sleeping, eating to excreting, and living to dying. Throughout the years, the brain has helped man discover and invent numerous things. The brain is part of the system known as the nervous system.
The nervous system is a complex system in our body which consists of brain, the spinal cord, and nerves. The brain and the spinal cord form the central nervous system, and its main function is to control the activities of our body. The brain is the part of the central nervous system where all information is sent. It is also the part that controls our activities. The spinal cord is a bundle of nerve fibers packed together which runs down the spine. All nerves in the body connect to the spinal cord, and the spinal cord connects the entire body to the brain.
The cerebellum, also known as the little brain, receives information from the sensory systems, the spinal cord, and other parts of the brain. Its main function is to regulate motor movements. The cerebellum coordinates voluntary movements such as posture, balance, coordination, and speech, resulting in smooth and balanced muscular activity. The cerebellum is located behind the top part of the brainstem. It consists of two hemispheres. Although it is very small, it contains over 50% of the total number of neurons in the brain.
There are various processes that occur when we want to do something. A simple movement like moving the hand has a number of processes that involves the nerves. When the nerve impulses reaches the brain, they go to the frontal region of the frontal cortex. The neuron in the frontal cortex then sends the impulses down the axon and activates the motor cortex. Using the information supplied by the visual cortex, the motor cortex plans the ideal path for the hand to follow to reach the glass. The motor cortex then activates the other parts of the brain, such as the central gray nuclei and the cerebellum, which help to initiate and coordinate the activation of the muscles in sequence. The axons of the neurons of the primary motor cortex descend all the way into the spinal cord, where they make the final relay of the information to the motor neuron of the spinal cord. These neurons are connected directly to the muscles and causes them to contract. Finally, by contracting and by thus pulling on the bones of the arm and hand, the muscle execute the movement.
Neural implants are small electronic devices that are used to simulate parts of the brain or other structures of the nervous system to record the activity of the nerve cells. Neural implants are generally installed in the fore and side brain where most of the nerve activity occurs. Neural implants work as a medium which exchanges nerve impulses for the body and the electrical signal from foreign parts, such as a prosthetic limb. Neural implants can be used in various ways, such as enhancing brain functionality and to treat damaged parts of the brain to regain memory, as well as paralyzed limbs. Like almost all technologies, it also has disadvantages. It is possible for a dedicated hacker to hack the implants, which could complicate things.
Nowadays, many people are aware of the phenomena called online stalking. This involves an individual stalking another individual via social networking, or in a worst case, via hacked webcams of the victim. Personal safety and privacy issues are one of the most talked about issues amongst ICT norm. As a result, it would be not wrong to say that some people would be afraid of this new technology, which allows users to pilot drones and robots via the mind. On the other hand, the police and the military could implement this technology to keep the public safe and spy on known criminals and terrorists. This is something that will no doubt benefit the society. In addition, the disabled people who feel that they are not fitted in with the society would now feel better, as they can now use mind-controlled limbs, which will make them feel like they're being accepted within the society. This will also increase their productivity and their quality time with their family and friends. Furthermore, this new technology could revolutionize 3D printing. In fact, there is a mind-controlled 3D printer which allows the user to just imagine what they would like to design, and the printer will materialize the design. This groundbreaking technology will truly transform how we create art, as well as how we interpret art.
It can be useful in the field of technology. First of all, it can be used in drone racing in the near coming future. This works by wearing a headset on a person's forehead with sensors. The person will stare at the cubes floating on the computer screen so that the drone will prepare for takeoff. In order to move the drone, the person must use his or her mind to move the cubes in the computer in order to move the drone. The next technology is mind-controlled robots. It was first used in 2011. Kathy Hutchinson, who suffered from a brain stroke, she was paralyzed, which makes her disabled. So a brain implant is put in her brain to see whether that she can control the robot with her mind to bring the coffee towards her to the drink. The tiny electrodes is put into the region of the brain which controls the movement, which is the motor cortex. The electrodes will start to take the signal by her brain cells, and it was analyzed in the computer and translate them into motion, and the result was mind-blowing because she can bring the coffee towards her by controlling the robot by her brain.
The ability to control robots using neurons can be very useful to the environment. Since robots will run on electricity, the consumption of fuel will reduce, which will mean that there will be less harmful gases such as carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides released into the environment. This would reduce global warming and would increase the use of renewable energy sources such as solar energy and hydroelectric power. Robots would also be able to be controlled more efficiently, and they would be able to carry out research that humans would not be able to carry out, such as going near lava or deep sea or underwater exploration where the pressure is too much for humans to withstand. Mind-controlled robots would also be able to monitor natural occurrences such as volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Standby robots can be set up with precision in the best places like near volcanoes or on possible earthquake areas to monitor it at the best position.
In conclusion, there are many benefits if certain researchers are being sponsored by the government. Just think how your life is going to be way easier if there are mind-controlled robots that can help with your mundane tasks. I believe that the benefits surpass the harms.
Mind-controlled robots will be beneficial for the environment. It can affect the environment in both positive and negative ways. A positive way is that it would reduce global warming, and a negative effect is that the robot might malfunction while it works. In my opinion, it's going to be very beneficial for
Day by day, many technology breakthroughs are made no doubt to improve our knowledge about neural implant. This would be useful for the people who cannot move their limbs, and so by using mind control robots, can insert brain implant into their brain so that the signal from the brain can be sent to the computer and the robot will move.
mind-controlled robots are the next step in technology. There will come a time when mind-controlled robots will be walking amongst us humans as a part of us.